PDP presidential campaign. Kastina refuses Atiku use of stadium. Wow. So the presidential campaign of PDP was taken to Kastina State, and the Kastina State government refused PDP the use of the stadium for their campaign. But this is bad. All right, this is what the federal government has been saying, that all, even the security agencies, that all state government must not use their offices to disturb or prevent their opponents from having successful campaign, and they should allow political opponents to have access to public spaces in their state for their campaign. But why is Kastina state government refusing PDP and Atiku the use of the stadium in Kastina? That is very bad. All right. Then let's see how the complaint came about. The People Democratic Party (PDP) in Kastina said on Sunday that the Kastina state government declined its request to use the Muhammadu Diko stadium for the party's presidential rally scheduled for Tuesday. Can you imagine? Which is just coming tomorrow here. On 2 occasions, we applied to use the stadium for the rally of our presidential candidate, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, and twice the All Progressive Congress government refused. The Director General Kastina PDP Campaign Council, Alhaji Mustafa Muhammad Inuwa, said at press briefing. Why? And according to him, the PDP government built that stadium for the use of the entire people of Kastina and Nigeria, but because the APC is currently in power, they refuse to allow us use it on a flimsy excuse that they are carrying out certain repairs. Can you imagine? He said that the rally would hold at the old polo ground, regretting that there may be traffic gridlock that day due to repairs of some access roads to the polo ground. All right, as there will be about 4,000 vehicles on the entourage of the presidential candidate. According to Nuwa, Atiku will, on arrival in Kastina, pay a homage visit on the emir, as well as visit Hajia Dada, mother of late President Umar Musa Yaradua, before proceeding to the venue of the rally. Oh, so Umar Musa Yaradua's mother is still alive. Can you imagine? That woman was very, very old. He said that Atiku was also expected to visit the Emir of Daura in the course of his campaign tour of the state. Wow. So the issue here is that why is Kastina state government disallowing PDP from using that stadium? It is meant for public use, and anybody having genuine reason to use it should be given permission. All right, even though the APC is in power, it's recorded here that even it was during PDP government that it was built. All right, before APC took over the state. So now that APC is in charge, why are they not allowing PDP to use it? This is in violation. All right, this is in violation against the peace accord that was signed with the National Peace Committee. All right. In fact, in that peace accord, one of the conditions is that they will allow all opposition political parties access to all the public spaces, all the public facilities in the state for their campaigns. So now, just the same way that they denied Labour Party access to stadium in Edo State, all right, and then at the end of the day, they pushed Labour Party into the town to use I think Baptist Church praying ground, convention ground, that in a TV road in Benin. And that alone caused gridlock. All right, it caused a traffic lock in Benin. And that was again the flimsy excuse Obaseki gave in Benin was that a Labour Party applied, but they applied very late. And even though Peter Obi told him he will be coming to Edo State, he didn't know they were serious. What flimsy excuse? Now, the same thing is playing out again here in Kastina State. The Kastina State APC government is now saying that they are doing some repairs. That is why they cannot grant PDP access to the stadium to use. And I'm sure it's just because they are looking for a way to frustrate PDP and their campaign plans. That is quite unfortunate. That is coming from a state government that wanted a free and fair governance for everybody. That is actually very, very bad. All right? Even though everybody is clamoring for a change, but on a neutral ground, APC has no reason to deny PDP access to that stadium because it's a government facility, it's a public space that everybody is entitled to use. But again, without help APC to win the state, or without help APC to win the at national level, no. So let them continue doing what they're doing. Obviously, it will bounce back on them. All right, it will come back on them. Now they are gradually deciding to find somewhere else to use for their campaign. Now they have agreed that they are going to go and use the Polo Ground. Just like Labour Party in Edo State went to use the Baptist Convention ground. Now they're going to go and use Polo Ground rather than using the stadium. Quite unfortunate that even the National Peace Committee, the IGP, the presidency, nobody is calling these governors to order. They use their thugs to fight political opponents. They do everything. They deny political opponents access to public space, and nobody is able to call them to order. Does it mean that the governors are stronger than the president, or it's an agenda they are trying to execute to frustrate other political opponents? It's all very bad. All very, very bad. And that is actually not expected to be tolerated. It shouldn't be tolerated. It should not be tolerated at all. Right? It should not be tolerated. That is very, very bad for governor of Kastina State to allow that to happen. Now, somebody is saying here, that was fear of defeat that must surely come to pass. Inshallah. Okay? Inshallah. So what is happening here is that, is phobia for defeat, fear of defeat. They know that a lot of people in that state even don't want APC anymore. All right, a lot of people might go for PDP, and that is why they've seen the handwriting on the wall, and that is why they're doing what they're doing. It is certain that PDP will take over Kastina State come 2023 by God's grace. That's what some other person is saying here. Atiku is loved by the majority of Nigerians to save Nigeria from corruption and indiscipline. Only him can do that with experience. For that one, we don't believe it. All right, we don't believe that Atiku is the person to take Nigeria out of corruption. All right, because all the allegations that Obasanjo leveled on him when he was the vice president to him, all of that have not been debunked. Atiku has not debunked any of them. All right, even the book that Obasanjo wrote a lot about Atiku in that book, Atiku has not come out to make any statement to debunk them. So we can't trust him too that he is going to come and remove corruption in Nigeria. Not Atiku. We will not believe this kind of comment. Sorry, I'm not supposed to take side, but no. All right, no, he cannot. He won't remove corruption. Let's leave that for the electorate to determine who they want. Somebody saying Dubai or Nigerian money to Dubai. Haba, can you imagine? So voting Atiku would mean that all our money will go to Dubai. After all, he doesn't live in Nigeria. All right. Somebody saying APC is gone for good. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? So this APC government is evil from top to bottom. That's what somebody. So it's APC is rejected at all levels. Somebody saying un-Islamic, undemocratic. INEC must sanction the managers of the stadium. That is true. Can you imagine? So this. Our leaders need deliverance. That is what somebody is saying. Sing of the end of the road for APC in the state. That is all. So for even this to happen, APC government in the state is in trouble. That is the truth. They are not going to escape what is coming to befall them come 2023 elections. So when in the 50s, the English language teachers talked about inverted commas. All right? We thought ref was made about the bird bat with the way it hangs on the tree. Alas, APC came to Nigeria political space in the bat position, upside down. Forgive APC, their brains operate in a reverse function. Can you imagine? That is what somebody is writing about APC there. Do they initially requested for the old polo ground? Can you imagine? What is that question got to do if they initially requested for the polo ground? So somebody are saying that they requested for the stadium and they denied them. Now they had to switch to polo ground. That's what they're saying. Not that they initially requested for polo ground. Let it not be that they left where they requested to go for the stadium. Who told you? So this is not a very good question. But it is the same state government that approves the use of the polo ground. So if it's the same state government, now you need to look at the size, the capacity, because what they're saying here is that they're expecting about 4,000 vehicles in the convoy. So it's going to be a huge one. All right. The question is, what is the capacity of the stadium to the capacity of the polo ground? So why would you give them a space that will constrain them rather than a space that will contain them? Those are the questions that we should ask. So the former, which is the stadium, should be better. All right. Now, is it polo ground they apply for? They will be defeated. APC is finished. Can you imagine? But not the choice. Read the statement exactly. That place is not the choice. The stadium was their choice. So why did they deny them their choice? All right. Politics is bitterness and purely undemocratic. That is what it is. So all the comments we've had here are all negative against the APC for that behavior. So let's have your comment in the comment section below for what APC has done against what they have signed with the National Peace Committee, and the peace accord has been signed all the way, against all the instructions from presidency and from all the security agencies on how the governors should behave. They are not behaving in the right way at all. Well, this is what we found ourselves, where we found ourselves in this country.